Everybody come around with the rhythm, it's a sound. Everybody get down when we give it to you. Everybody come around with the rhythm, it's a sound. Everybody get down when we give it to you.
It's going up. Get rich. It's going get rich. It's going up. Get rich. It's going get rich.
Mad money popping out the register. It's going up hot summer in this metaverse. Bankroll, get the loot and the tender. There's no contender. I am the spender. Capital, cabbage, chips and change. Agua, soil, roots and veins. Keeping it tight. Tricks of the trade. You got the power, let me show you the way.
It's going up. Get rich. It's going up. Get rich. It's going up. Get rich. It's going up. Get rich.
Buddha's going down. Health is wealth, never find me clowning. Thought I'd be on top, but I'm drowning. Swimming in coins, Italian fountain. Mine's going up, your account is bouncing. I keep the lucky cat pouncing. My Nicky Necko ain't frowning. Keychain, piggy bank, I'm surrounded. Even if you poor, you rich. If your mind right, promissory note, get your grind tight. If you see the money, then you see the light. I'll be blowing through it at the speed of light. Growing like stalactites. Capital, cabbage, chips and change. Agua, soil, roots and veins. Keeping it tight, tricks of the trade. You got the power, let me show you the way.
It's going up. Get rich. It's going up. Get rich. It's going up. Get rich. It's going up. Get rich.
It's going You got the power, let me show you the way.
It's going up. Get rich. It's going up. Get rich. It's going up. Get rich.
We'll see the Golden State Warriors taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Now here's Randall. Randall on the screen. For three, Conley. They grab their own miss. Outside Edwards. And there's the drive. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. Well, Richard, these teams like to slow it down and play their half-court sets.
When you're a young player, that can be a bit frustrating. But when you're a vet, you welcome games like this where everyone can take their time.
Curry's shot is off.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
To the middle. Here's Conley. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
A cagey score on the inside. Conley has the smarts and he has the skill.
Here's Curry. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Edwards looking for an opening. And Edwards slams it in.
Can you say terrific athlete? Edwards just enjoys getting deep positioning and rising up for the slam.
Now here's Curry. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Down low. Outside for Randall. Here's the floater. Count it.
Yeah, nice play by Randall. He can take up space in there and has great short area quickness.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Pajemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
And Minnesota with possession here. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. And that one's good from Conley.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Curry, no good.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. 8-point game. Green, a screen. Alexander Walker grabs the board.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Here's Curry following the score by Minnesota. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. Curry looking it over. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. You know, for all the accolades thrown Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all the ground he covers every single game, his stamina is still something that I will always be impressed with.
Warriors trail by 10. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with Minnesota's head coach. I asked him about Jimmy Butler and what his defensive scheme is for him. And coach said to not let him bully us from the interior and mid-range. We want to push him as far out as possible. We have to play tough. Let's see if they're able to accomplish this, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. Now Butler with the drive. And it's Butler with the jam.
Oh, a fearless finish from a fearless player. Jimmy making some noise.
Outside Edwards. Outside Conley. Randall left side. And here's Edwards outside. It's rebounded by Golden State. Moody with it. He's scoreless. Pass to Butler. Here's Green. That one doesn't drop. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Now here's Conley. Takes the three. Outside Pajemski. And he dunks it down.
The all-around game of Butler. He's all about sharing the rock and getting his guys involved.
And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Reed with it. Jackson Davis picks him up. Now here's Reed. To the wing, right side. Gets stolen by Hield. Pass to Jackson Davis. Kuminga with it. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And it's Randall with the jam.
Yeah, Randall's so powerful on the take. Really tough for a defender to get in front.
Here's Hield. Oh, and Reed with a block. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Warriors trail by 7. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Curry, and he converts the layup. Curry's got his second basket of the game.
Not just a jump shooter, Curry is so creative in figuring out little ways to score inside.
Left side, McDaniels. Launches it. Knocks down the triple.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 8. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
Curry from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Even a half-court shot is a good shot for Curry. That's how good of a shooter he is.
Well, Richard, with the relocations and the floor he covers, Curry is still an anomaly with his conditioning.
Oh, he's got an off-season program that would make other NBA stars tap out, including myself. His conditioning is amongst the best of all time. It wears on you as a defender.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as he can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Reed can't hit. Warriors trail by 5. Pass to Curry. Lets it fly from 18. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Nice work from the in-between area. Curry has no problem taking this shot when it's available.
DiVincenzo can't hit. Outside Curry. Oh, Curry, a magician inside.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Miller. Back to DiVincenzo. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Connects from downtown. DiVincenzo's got 5 points in the quarter.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
What focus from Curry on offense so far, doing everything he can to provide a lift for his squad.
He takes it in. Here's DiVincenzo. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
On the wing, Curry launches a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Clark. Reed with it. Green picks him up. Here's Dillingham. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Green. Here's Podziemski. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Dante DiVincenzo. And how about Brandon Podziemski, Richard? When he's given the minutes, he can stuff the stat sheet.
Yeah, even when it comes to his rebounding, B.A., that's the result of great heart, great hustle, and great timing. His teammates feed off his energy.
On the take, Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, another highlight reel play from Anthony Edwards. Oh, this guy is fun.
Here's Curry. The layup misses. Minnesota leading by 4. Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards bringing the heat.
This sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Warriors trail by 6. Outside Podziemski. Pass to Green. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Randall with it. Now guarded by Butler. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
So it's Minnesota now. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second team foul.
And that's an intentional foul.
Jimmy Butler. 4th personal foul. 3rd team foul. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Gobert. Strong finish by Gobert.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
The find from Buddy Hield. I'd like to see him do that more. Spread the ball around.
Pass to Randall. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. Minute 32 left in the first half. Outside Podziemski. Butler with the ball. Checked by Randall. It's McDaniels on the wing. Off the mark there with a 3. Warriors trail by 5. Outside Butler. On the wing, Green. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Richard, it comes as no surprise that Golden State is routinely at the top of the league for made threes.
That's how this team has been constructed. They are custom built to rain threes on you, and we've seen it be very, very effective.
Outside McDaniels. Out to the right wing. Randall outside. Clock at 6. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Over Green. And too long on the shot. Here's Butler. Jimmy Butler, so smooth inside.
Putting his body to work in the paint. Butler using his athletic skills to get it done.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside McDaniels. For 3, Randall. Podziemski grabs the board. And here's Moody. No points so far. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Minnesota leading by 4. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Warriors trail by 4. From the wing, and the basket by Curry. Curry's got 15.
Boy, that's unfair. Curry hitting those pull-ups.
Pass to Gobert. For three, Randall. The Warriors pull it in. On the wing, Curry. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Randall, right side. Now Conley. And a nice finish on the layup. He's got 7.
And how about Edwards? Keeping his head up and spotting the open man.
Here's Curry. Count it. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Randall outside. Pass to Gobert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Edwards. Right side, McDaniels. To the paint. And all around the rim that time before dropping. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And the Warriors with possession. Outside Curry. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Picked by Gobert. Here's Edwards. Kept alive. Outside for Randall. Sends it home from three-point land. Randall's got 7.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
Pass to Moody. From the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens the locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. Here's Green. Green gets up and powers it down.
With how much Draymond moves in the offensive end, Green gets a lot of dunk opportunities.
Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
And a deep 3 from Curry. Minnesota with a rebound. Left side, McDaniels. Here's the 3. Doesn't go for him. And it's Green with the ball for Golden State. They trail by 9. Pass to Curry. Up and over Conley. Curry, no good. Outside Edwards. We've got 1:55 left in the third. It's good. Edwards, what strength.
Oh, great power driving to the bucket. Edwards gets it to fall. A fearless finisher.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. 1:51 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Curry. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
Here's Randall, and the layup falls. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And a little contact never stopped Hield. A committed scorer who knows how to keep his balance on his shot.
And it's Randall with the jam.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Outside Payton. Banked it in off the glass.
Just an unselfish play from Curry, always ready to move the ball and his body to help an open shooter.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Knocks it loose. Pass to Curry. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. 23 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Hits the three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got 10 points in the game. Warriors trail by 12. The three from Curry. Easy money for Stephen Curry.
You knew it was coming because Steph, this man loves a good duel.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, VA. Not sure what got into him.
Substitution on the court.
5 ticks left in the third quarter. The three, DiVincenzo. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has them in front right now? The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Minnesota leading by 9. Here's Dillingham. Out to the right wing. Outside, DiVincenzo. Outside, Alexander Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the three. Offensive board. Reed for 3. Outside, Alexander Walker. And he drives in. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
You got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
Outside Curry for Dillingham. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 11 in the second half.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Let's go with a 3. Knocks down the long J. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. You got to at least show a little heart out here.
Warriors trail by 13. And here's Curry for 3. And the Warriors miss again.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
They set the pick. Pass to Dillingham. From behind the arc. The rebound by Payton. The 3. And it's Stephen Curry with the 3. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Knocked down from the corner. That's just a walk in the park for Curry.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Edwards. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And the offensive firepower Edwards is capable of is special. I mean, we are seeing it on full display right now.
And here's Dillingham from the arc. Looney grabs a miss. Warriors trail by 12. From the corner. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And it's the Warriors with the ball. On the wing, Payton. Fires from deep. Drills it from deep.
That's a look they always want him to take. If he's got space, he's got the ultra green light.
Takes a 13-footer. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
And just working his way inside, keeping Edwards out of the paint is not an easy task.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Count that one. Curry's got 7 points for the quarter.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Pass to Edwards. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Moody from outside. Ooh, the smooth three from Moody.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Randall outside. Over Butler. Ooh, once again off the mark by Minnesota. Warriors trail by 6. Outside Curry. For 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Questionable shot selection in that three. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Outside Edwards.
Pretty much unstoppable.
Goes up at the elbow. The shot, no good. Minnesota leading by 9. And Edwards slams it in.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. The 3 from Curry. Counted from distance. Curry's got 32 points.
Not sure there's such a thing as a bad 3 for Steph.
Pass to McDaniels. .119 left in the final quarter. Picked by Gobert. From deep three-point range. Curry with it. He's picked up by Conley. Here's Podziemski. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Here's Conley. Now McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Back to Daniels. From downtown. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Here's Edwards. Oh, yes.
Whoa.
Throw it down. Oh. And that one is stuffed right through.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
And Minnesota with possession here. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He's off on the first.
2 shots.
Good on the second one.
He might not have made them all, but he made enough to put this one out of reach.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson,